Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are doing well. Welcome to video number 7 in the video series of best practices and best practical tips for parents. I have a question for you. When you pick up your children from school or when you see them at the end of the day, are you intentional about finding out or asking them, how was your day? And the reason I ask this question is because I recall when I was working with a group of students after school, and what I suggested to them, I posed a question to them, and I said, when you see your parents, I said, how many of you ask your parents about their day? And some of them looked at me kind of strange, right? And maybe one or two said, oh, I do, I do. We talk about each other's day. And I said, oh, okay, that is great. And then, the few that were excited, they went on to tell me what they talked about and so on and so forth. They were so excited. Well, I'll never forget this one little boy who he was a third grader. And he said to me, he was looking a little sad. He said to me, he said, well, I want to talk to my dad, but my dad's always on the phone. And I said, oh, he is. He said, yes, he's always on the phone. And I said, well, maybe you all can talk when you're, driving home. He said, no, he's always on the phone. And I said, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I said, I'm sure he would love to speak with you. So I thought to myself, okay, God, I'm going to see if I can kind of mention this to his dad. And so the next day, I saw his dad walking up the sidewalk and he was on his phone. So what I did is I walked out the door and just kind of stood there and waited for him. And so he acknowledged me. He said, hi. He said, is everything okay? And I said, yes. I said, I just wanted to share something with you, before you go inside. And he said, okay. So he went ahead and disconnected this call. And he said, what's up? And I told him, I said, we were talking yesterday. I was encouraging the children to um, make sure they asked you guys how your day was and if they got a chance to talk. And I said, one thing your son said to me, he was a little sad. He said he doesn't get a chance to speak with you because you're always on the phone. And I said, I suggested, I said, well, maybe when you guys are riding home, I said, because I know I do see you, on the phone when you come in. And he said, oh yes. He said, because they always are bothering me and he's a pretty well known attorney. And I told him, I said, I get it. I know you're busy. He said, yeah, they're always calling me. And I said, but you know what? I said, would you consider doing me a favor? And of course, you'll be doing a favor to your son at the same time. I said, is there any way possible you can complete your phone call before you come in the building? And I said, that way, that'll give you guys time to exchange how your day was. And I said, and I know he'll be so happy about that. And he looked at me, he said, oh, he said, you know what? I hadn't really even thought about it, but he's right. I am always on the phone. He said, well, yeah, I'll do that. And so the next day, I saw him walking up the walk, and then he put his phone in his pocket and he came in the door and no phone. And when he saw his son, he said, oh, hey man, how was your day today? And I thought, yes, this is great. And so they started talking. So I was so excited about that because I knew his son would be happy that he wasn't on the phone, right? And he was talking with him. So I just wanted to share that. And generally, it doesn't matter the age of your children, whether they're in elementary or high school. It doesn't really matter. It's just a matter of just kind of sharing your day and what took place. And that gives you a chance to, certainly communicate because you've been apart all day long, right? So yeah, so I just wanted to make that suggestion. And also, if you are part of PTA or your school or PTO or a part of a parent group, and you would like for your parents to be inspired and encouraged, please reach out to me. Now, I'll have some information below. Well, depending on which platform you're watching this on, but some contact information, and or you can certainly reach out directly. Put your comment on the actual video, or just Ms. Donna Speak at Gmail, and that's MS Donna Speak at Gmail. You can contact me directly there. But I just wanted to share this with you. I hope this encouraged someone. Okay, and listen, take care. God bless. I will see you soon on the next video. Bye for now.